Well, good evening, everyone. So I decided to do a vlog today instead of an actual blog. Today I am out at a little rock the dog type deal over in Hughes Landing. And I'm actually here with my girlfriend, Rachel.
Hi.
Anyway, one thing I want to say about the dating life. People, friend dates are very important. Girl time is very important. You need to keep that incorporated in your dating life no matter what. Make time for your friends and for yourself. Is that right, Rachel?
That is right.
Why? What does it do for you?
Because friends are always going to be there, and guys come and go, or women come and go. So,
But space is also important too.
that's true.
Yes. All right. So, what I want to talk about today, basic dating terminology, because that landscape has changed for all my married peeps and booed up peeps up there. But I don't think y'all understand half of what's going on. So, one of the first things I want to talk about is what is dating. Because we hear a lot of this. A lot of people have different definitions of what they consider dating. And I have my own. And I'm going to go based on what I feel all the definitions are. And I think that most people are in agreement with me. And I tend to be really old school and old fashioned when it comes to dating. So that is basically where I'm getting my definition from. Because most people, kind of my school of thought, old fashioned dating, feel that way. All right. So you have this term called talking. When you're talking to someone, you can be talking to one person, you can be talking to multiple people. Okay. Common acceptance of this definition is you're just chatting with someone on like DMs or a messaging platform of some sort. You're getting to know them, you're saying hi, you haven't gone on an actual date. Rachel, would you agree with that? Is that your terminology for talking, or do you have something different?
No, that's pretty much on the money.
Okay. Now, some people think talking is seeing someone and chatting with them, but the seeing is loosely defined. I think those are the people who kind of don't just go on dates. They just hang out, Netflix and chill or something like that. So, when you're dating someone, you are going out on more than 2 dates. So, you go on one date, you're not dating them, okay? But once you do a second date, you're officially dating them. It's just dating. No commitment, no exclusivity, okay? Exclusivity comes when you have agreed that you're not going to see anybody else, right? So you're only going to see each other, but you're not boyfriend-girlfriend status just yet. Also, exclusivity can also include being sexually monogamous. Okay, so if you're having sex, you're only having sex with each other, you're not having sex with other people. But some people will continue to date other people, but just have one sexual partner. To me, though, exclusivity is one person, dating one person only. Then commitment. So when commitment's put on the table, and yes, these days it has to be put on the table, that's when you go boyfriend, girlfriend. Okay. Oh, by the way, it's always important to talk about the terms and conditions about commitment, because you got to work all those fine details out to make sure that you're in agreement with all those small little things. So the confusing part comes in: do you date multiple people? Do you talk to multiple people? Or do you focus on one person? Okay. And there are 2 groups of people: those who do it and those who don't. Those who are against it and those who let's just say they're not against it. They may not be in agreement, but they're not anti. And old school, we know that usually when you're dating someone, you're dating only one person. You're not talking to multiple people. You're not focusing on more than one person at a time. It's one person at a time. However, today's landscape, that's just not happening anymore. I was really shocked when I came into the dating world and learned about this, because I'm a one-person type girl, but I learned really fast. Unfortunately, you're going to set yourself up for failure. You set yourself up to get hurt if you try to focus on one person at a time. Or if you give everything you have to one person at a time. The reason why is because everybody else is, well, it's not just that everybody else is doing it. There are some people who are doing it. But there's so many sheep out there that really works, okay? And the older you get in the dating circle, the more you're going to find those. And that's how you kind of got to weed them out. So you can't sit there and invest all your time in one person to find out that they're just trying to play you, right? And you have to have boundaries too, because if you don't put your boundaries up, you stick to your boundaries, they're going to run right over you. So a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. And other people are like, well, I want to put all my eggs in one basket because that's just where all they're going to go. Everything there. What I've learned, and this is my philosophy, is I haven't bought that basket yet. I don't know if that basket's strong enough for all my eggs. Especially the older you get, people come with damage. They come with baggage. And if they haven't resolved that and they haven't worked through that and come to a happy place, ooh, that's not good. That basket's going to break. It's not going to be able to carry all my eggs. So until I'm ready to buy that basket, I'm going to try several baskets out and see if they can hold all my eggs. And I'm going to add one egg at a time. Now, I'm very honest. I'm very upfront with everybody, and I have found that this is just the best way to go. So I'm going to ask Rachel. Rachel, what do you prefer to do?
I personally prefer to talk to more than one person because you don't really know, like what you're saying. But I can't do like thousands of people, like 2 people, because I want to learn about the person. But don't keep your eggs all in one basket. So yeah.
If I had it my way, it would be one person that you just can't do it in this day and age.
Yeah, because you don't know what they're doing. So unless you have the talks.
Yeah. So that is Dating 101 for all you booed up people out there and don't know what that landscape looks like. It's not pretty. There's a couple more terms I would like to introduce you to. That's just Dating Concepts 101. Let's talk about ghosting, zombie. There's something called monkey buddy too.
I don't even know what that is. So I want to know.
You have breadcrumbing. You have the fade, what's called the slow fade. And this is okay. So I'm gonna explain this, and you're gonna understand why a lot of people are not being so old-fashioned anymore. Ghosting is where you just disappear. Now, there's different levels of ghosting. You could be talking to somebody, and they just stop talking to you. No harm, no foul. I don't really care about that. That doesn't bother me. Then you have where you go on one date and you never hear from the person again. Okay. Kind of ghosting. To me, though, real true ghosting is when you've gone on more than 2 dates with someone and they just disappear on you. Whether it's a guy or a girl, because it happens on both sides. And if you've gone on more than 2 dates, I mean, if you made it to a second date, you've got some sort of interest in each other. So ghosting is really cruel. I don't know why people do it. And, let's grow up. We can handle being rejected. We can handle that we're not on the same page or we're just not each other's cup of tea. So that's a big controversy in today's world, this whole ghosting thing. Zombing is when someone ghosts you and then they rise from the dead, like, later. Oh, yeah.
Because it's like you have a lot of nerve just to reach out. It takes some balls just to reach out when you stop talking to the person. So it's just annoying.
Oh, yeah. And then they come back. I had someone go say, I was actually in a committed relationship. That's for another vlog or blog. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. Where I was in a committed relationship. It wasn't that long. We dated a total of 3 months. And he upped and ghosted me. He wouldn't even respond to the text I sent. I only sent him 2 over the course of 2 weeks. I gave him a little bit of space. And then he zombied me 9 months later. I was totally shocked when he came back. It was surprising. I'm like, okay, this is odd. Oh, I digress. Then you have breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing is basically, this happens a lot with guys. Guys will breadcrumb. And they'll give you a little bit of interest and then pull back. And then you'll be like, what's going on? You kind of feel like, they not interested anymore, and then they show you a little bit more interest and then they back off. So you're kind of left confused. Well, is this person an enemy or not? And just when you think that they're not interested and you're like, okay, maybe we just need to cut the ties, or you try to call them out on it, they start giving you all the attention that you want, and then they go away. They're not fully invested in you. That's what really that is. They're just keeping you around kind of as a filler until something better comes along. And that's another thing. When something better comes along, oh my gosh, a lot of people out there, I'm looking for something better, waiting for something better to come along. So that's breadcrumbing. The slow fade usually happens when you're just talking to somebody. And this is what some people may call ghosting to a certain extent. And basically, as you're talking, you just kind of slowly fade away. You don't talk to them as much, and the communication starts dropping off a little bit more. And that's a little bit more common today. Girls and guys do it. If you're gonna slow fade, just cut the ties. I mean, seriously, I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. Did I miss any terms? I know there's a lot more out there.
I don't even know any of the terms. I just know ghosting. So.
And this girl's younger than me, too.
I just know ghosting.
So that's kind of a quick snapshot of what the dating landscape looks like out there for us in the dating world, if you want to say that, and some of the terms and we have to work with and what we have to do. I'm going to go ahead and end my vlog for now. In the comments, go ahead and give me your stories of maybe if you've been ghosted, or those of you who are booed up or married, if you have more questions, post your questions and we'll answer them. I love to hear feedback, things that you want to hear in future blogs or vlogs, because I think I'm going to switch between the two. I kind of like the idea. I like to write sometimes I like to do videos. So give me feedback, give me comments, give me stories. I love to hear it. Y'all have a fabulous, fabulous evening, and till the next installment, bye.